It's the end of the week. It's the end of the 2 week challenge. For those of you guys that saw my last video, I set a challenge for myself and all of you to do a 2 week challenge where we follow our plans super strict. We stay disciplined. We don't break our rules. And I'm excited because I'm here to show you guys what happened on those 2 weeks, where I'm at, what I learned, and where we're going forward with this. So let's get right into it, guys. First off, I want to start off with what were my trading rules starting off this challenge, and I wanted to keep it super simple. I didn't want to drag it out, have so many rules where it complicates it to the point that you kind of forget your rules. So it was super simple, guys. Trading rules: 14 days, technically it's 10 trading days, one trade a day, max 500 risk on the day. And now you guys might say, wait, like, that's it. But I wanted to keep this super simple. And if you guys saw in my last video, um, I've been having a little bit of a rough time. Now, I had a few payouts in the month of, I believe it was August, and then the end of August, beginning of September. And since then, I just have been on a horrible losing streak. Like, as you can see from this, I had my worst week trading a month ago, and then I did get a second payout, but then I just have been back on a losing streak. At towards the end of this, I started to break my rules. I started to fall into old bad habits. I started trading random strategies that I didn't even know what I was doing, or I didn't even know, like, I didn't even back test with them. And I just started to be all over the place. And truth be told, I just needed to set myself a 2 week challenge where I just got my rules and stayed disciplined, built back good habits. And that's what we did on this challenge. So I'm not gonna drag it out, not showing you guys what and where we're at on the account. I'm gonna unblock this balance in a minute, but I just wanted to tell you guys about that. Pretty much, if you haven't been following along, what's going on with this channel, and what this 14-week challenge was. And for those of you that are saying, why only 14 days? Why do this for 14? Why not just do this the rest of your trading career? Or do a 6 month challenge, 1 month challenge at least. My plan is to follow rules for that long and even the rest of my trading career, but I feel like when you break it up into small things, it's a lot easier to focus on the goal rather than, for me personally, this is for me, but I feel like if you set a goal for the year, it's easy to sometimes, especially in trading, right? If you say you're going to trade for over a month following your rules, it's easy one day to kind of get a little bit sidetracked. So when you're focusing on 10 trading days, man, if you can't follow your rules for 10 days, what I thought to myself was, maybe I'm not meant for this, right? So that was the thought process behind why doing a 10-day trading challenge. All right, guys, let's get right into it. So what happened over these past 10 trading days? All right, so I'm going to unblock this for everybody. And now I'm going to tell you right now, these results weren't as exciting as I hoped it to be. But if you stay tuned, I did learn a lot. And I think this outcome of what happened with this account was better than if I had an amazing, amazing, amazing week, past 2 weeks. And all right, so let's see. Privacy. Let's turn off streamer mode. We're down on the account, guys. I know it's not exciting to see this, and I'm sorry to not be able to show you guys just the past 2 weeks to be nothing but green. But I'm proud of what happened these past 2 weeks, and I'll explain to you guys why. But first off, I want to show you guys, and I want to be as transparent as possible, that I was not, taking more trades than I said I would. And yeah, originally, actually, my trading rules were to do 2 trades a day, but I ended up switching that off, and I said to myself, you know what? Because I don't know about you guys, but every time I ended up in the past month or two, every time I start off my day with a red trade, if I take a second trade, it always ends up in a loss. And I've noticed that 85% of the time, if I take a first trade that's red, the second trade will 85% of the time be a loss. So I said, all right, let's just keep it to one trade. And on the days where you see more than one trade, it is just because I scaled in and out. So I'm going to go through this if you guys are interested. If not, you can cut through. I am going to have time marks, so you can skip around if you aren't interested in certain parts of this video. But stay to the end, because I do think there's some really great lessons learned from this, and I'm excited from what's to come after this. So, all right, guys. First day off, start of the 14-day challenge. I'm not going to go into this too much. Actually, I don't want to bore you guys, but I just want to show you guys my entry, so I'm going to show that real quick. Didn't trade on Tuesday. This was the first day in a while, guys, where I told myself, I don't see anything. It doesn't look good. Why do we take a trade if it doesn't feel good? If the market isn't presenting itself to how your strategy, how your rules, everything perform the best, why trade? Why take anything? So Tuesday, didn't touch anything. Wednesday, simple short. Actually, I think it was, yeah, simple short. Another loss. I scaled into this one. Scaled into this a little bit more. Ended up entering into YM, but then I realized that my position size was kind of small. But this was a good trade. All right, now we are in October. Happy October, guys. Spooky season. And then today. So what happened today, I did enter ES longs, but it's funny. I had 15 contract size. This was a bit of a rookie mistake, and I want to talk about it a little bit. I had a 15 position size contracts in for MYM. I ended up entering ES with that, and I saw that my stop was going to be a lot wider than I planned. So luckily, the position moved up in my favor, and I did close it out pretty short. I was in that trade for less than a minute, and I just closed it out early because I said, you know what? I don't want to end this trade this day on a bad note. Let's just get out of it. But one thing that I want to go over on Wednesday, guys, I did fall back into bad habits. And you know what? It's a learning lesson, but I didn't see a setup, so I tried a different strategy. And I'm not too proud because I know I was talking about on Tuesday that I didn't see any setup, so I just didn't even take a trade. Well, I did trade a bit sloppy. But there's a learning lesson from this, and I am happy with this, with what happened today. So, what I wrote to myself as a note was, your setup is your edge. If you don't see your setup, you shouldn't trade. But yeah, guys, so I said in the beginning of the video that I'm actually glad that we didn't end this challenge green. And you might say, why? Why would you not want to end this green? And I feel like I did learn more taking some losses throughout this challenge than if it was just, 2 green weeks with like no losses. And I'll tell you why. So if you go back, the start of the challenge was the 22nd. So technically, if you look, this trading combine isn't even really down much throughout this 14-day challenge or 10-day trading challenge. My first week, this was before I even started the challenge. This was just what I was trading on the combine. I was in a little bit of a losing streak. We were already down $400. So realistically, throughout these 2 weeks, I've had a rough 2 weeks throughout this trading challenge, but the account's only down like $300 in that time span. And when you really think about that, yeah, it sucks. We're not green, but one thing that I'm learning is where I go really wrong is not because I get into a losing streak and I'm just having a hard time. It's because I get frustrated. The emotions kick in and I want to start speeding up the process, whether it be I'm in a green streak and I want to size up, or I just don't want to take that loss for the day. So I continue to trade. I take one trade after the next and it's lost, and you size up and you go into that tilt mode. So I realized that I think losing and not really having an incredible past 2 weeks was the best thing that could happen to me because we survived. And, I know it looks like we're down a decent amount, but realistically, add 400 because that didn't count to this challenge. And the main thing I learned from this was it's okay to have bad weeks. It's okay to have even bad months sometimes, guys. I know a lot of traders who are struggling right now and in having a losing streak, and it's okay. if we are in a losing streak for an extended period of time, then I start to think, okay, maybe we could change our strategy. Maybe we have to adapt a little bit. But I feel like a lot of us, including myself, will start losing a little bit even after seeing success. Now you're getting back into a losing streak, something like that. We start to think, oh, my strategy just doesn't work anymore. And you start to hop strategies. And I feel like that's the worst thing you could do, because if you've seen success with what you do and what works, sometimes we just have those down phases where we just, we need to survive so that when a good positive month comes, we can take advantage of that. And I learned that here so much, that these past 2 weeks, they've been survival. And it's crazy because, you know what? I had some losses throughout here. I didn't have a great win rate. I had more losing days than I did winning, but we're pretty much at break even, $300 down. What happens when we get a solid green week and, we win every day, or win, 75% of that week? We're going to be in the green. So just survive, guys. Don't let those weeks come where we get into the tilt mode and we're blowing through combines, blowing through accounts, sizing full port. It's not worth it for this video. Guys, I'm not showing this video to brag or anything like that, because I'm in a losing streak right now. But these months will come. This was 6 months ago, this chart. But look at that calendar. I was trading like a madman some of these days, but these months happen, guys. Where it's just really good movement, really good follow through, and that's when we take advantage. And then I was looking at another video. This was a completely different month. These months happen. So when we're in these times where we're having just drawdown and not the greatest months, remember, the market gets better. It has our phases. I thought September was going to be absolutely insane. I remember past Septembers have been really incredible. So I was thinking that, but you know what, guys? We prepare for whatever. And my thought process going forward is, let's just try to survive. Let's just really allow our accounts to survive, so then we can take advantage of those good green months. So where do we go from here, guys? I am challenging each and every one of you for another 10 days trading challenge. Let's make it happen, guys. Let's stay disciplined. And I wanted to say this. If you completed these last 10 days with me, you stayed true to your rules, you followed your plan, and you completed this, round of applause. But I want to say this also. If you were not able to complete the 10-day trading challenge that we just did, it's okay. We're going to do another 10 trading days. Prove to yourself that you want this, that you can do this, and follow through with it. I always say trading is the most amazing thing, guys, that we're even having the opportunity to be able to sit here and trade. Trading can bring so much amazing things to our lives, and let's take it serious. Let's show that we really, truly want this. So let's do this thing, guys. All right. Today is October 3rd, Friday. This is the end of the challenge. We're going to start a brand new one going. So let's do it. Start of 10-day trading challenge. Technically, it's 14, 2 weeks, but 10 trading days. Let's see. Start of 2-week challenge. All right. Save it in your calendar, guys. Put it down. Write it down. And the end will be the 17th. So, guys, let's take this thing serious. I'm excited. I may or may not be making a video before the end of the next challenge. I'm not sure. I like to make videos when I could kind of have something for you guys to learn, or myself, and I just like to put it out there. Start of the challenge. All right, everybody. This video will be coming out today, Friday, October 3rd. I'm sure a lot of people might see it on the weekend. So let's use this weekend, refresh, reset, get the mindset right. And October 6th, 2025, we're starting our next 2-week challenge. It's going to be a good 2 weeks, guys. Let's follow through with it. Let's make it happen, and let's make ourselves proud. I will be meeting you guys back on October 17th to get an update. And who knows, guys, we might get some really nice movement, and this might be an incredible 2 weeks. No matter what, though, even if we get in another losing week or 2 losing weeks, whatever happens, let's follow our plan. Let's follow our rules. Let's do it. I know a few of you said you were going to be doing this 2-week challenge with me, so let me know in the comments. I'm looking forward to hearing how it went for all of you, and I'm hoping this next challenge we could have even more people join us on it. And I love to hear from you guys. I'm happy to be a part of your guys' trading journey, and I'm so thankful to have all of you. Like, truly, every day that goes by, I'm thinking of all you, and I feel like we're like a team here, guys. And it's just a cool thing. Let's hold each other accountable. Let's make this happen. With that being said, guys, I'm looking forward to hearing how it went, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Let's make these next 2 weeks count. Seriously, guys, let's make it count. No matter what, even if we see some red, it's all right. Let's just push through. So, with that being said, I will catch you guys all later. I hope everybody has an amazing weekend. And yeah, guys, I am going to be posting some pictures from the rooftop meetup with Sean Deckmar and Justin Werlin and all them from Cobra Trading on my Instagram. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, it's Kyle Trading. I don't use social media too much, but I might start trying. So, alrighty, guys, I am out of here. Let's get the hell out. Let's make it a good weekend, and I will see you guys in the next video. I'm looking forward to hearing how everybody did, and I will talk to you guys soon. All right, catch you later.